Okay, I've got a drinking game for y'all. I don't know if you've noticed this, if you've watched my past videos, but I say the word definitely about 1,000 times a video, and I really need to stop. So, for this video, I'm going to be taking a drink each time I say the word definitely, and I'll count the 2 that I just said. So from here on out, no more use of the word that shall not be spoken. So if you want to get really drunk, which I know is definitely why you came here. Oh shit. This is not starting well. I already have a drink to do and I haven't even poured. Anyways, since you for sure came here to this booktube channel in which I've never talked about alcohol to get drunk, definitely, go back and watch some of the old videos, because yeah, I say it a lot to the point where it's probably getting annoying and distracting. So the drink I have here today is A&W root beer and Kahlua. This is called a Tootsie Roll. It's from the show How I Met Your Mother, which I just started rewatching recently because it's super funny. I've never had it before, so I don't know if it's good or not. But I mean, come on. It's root beer and Kahlua. It's gotta be good. Pay no attention to the fact that I can't get this cup open. I'm gonna be having it in my lovely, adorable Harry Potter cup, which I got from my cousin for my birthday. Have to wait for it to unfizz. It's gonna be too much for the cup. And my Pizza John shot glass, which is starting to fade. No, I got this for Christmas. Yep. I can't get it. Okay. Might need my boyfriend's help. Technical difficulties. I'm back. Oh. Ooh. Pretty good, pretty good. Stir, stir, stir. We're gonna stick this right in there. Alright, so I already owe 3, although only 1 was an accidental use of the word. Oh wait, no, 4, because I accidentally used it the other time too. Damn it. Okay, 4. And we haven't even started the actual video yet. Okay, now to start the actual video. Hello everyone, I'm Michaela Kathleen, and we are now on to the actual video, which is the Save One, Drop One series challenge. So, sort of a game within a game. I did this video last month as the Save One, Drop One standalones challenge, and now it is time to do series. So how this works is I'm going to draw 2 series titles from this cup, and they will go head to head in a Hunger Games style battle to the death. And I feel sorry for anyone going up against the Hunger Games, because there will be ink. Get it? Ink instead of blood. So, pairing number 1. Uglies. This might be a hard one to defeat. Uglies is my favorite dystopian series, and it is the series that really got me into dystopia. So it is going up against Eragon! Oh no. If you've been watching my videos, you know I've been rereading Eragon this year, and that it is one of my favorite fantasy series. So, fantasy up against dystopia. This one is for sure, I just barely avoided saying the word there. This one is for sure. I can't just replace that with for sure though. I can't do it. older for me in my life than Uglies. It's been in my life longer. It is pretty high up there as one of my favorite fantasy series. And I do really like Mystic Fantasy, but I might like dystopia more. And this is definitely, oh fuck, shit! No! Okay, I need to also stop F-bombing every time I say the word. I feel a little bit bad. Okay, and this is my favorite dystopian series. I don't need to use the D word to emphasize that. It's just my favorite dystopian series. And it's the one that got me into dystopia in a larger sense, although I had already read the last book in the universe. So yeah, this is a really tough one. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I really don't know what to do with this one. These are very evenly matched. Oh, I just can't imagine not having either of them. I feel like I'm leaning towards Eragon right now just because I just reread it, so like I'm freshly feeling the feels for it. Oh no. Okay. I think I have to drop Uglies. No, I feel so bad. Uglies, I love you. Okay, let's move on from this pairing because it hurts my heart. We started off with a tough one. I did take a sip. Okay. Keeping track of 2 games here at once. Okay, Warriors. Okay, this should be a little easier. Warriors is a series from even my childhood, but I'm not as passionate about it as I used to be, so this hopefully will be a little bit easier of a matchup. I'm gonna do 10 pairings, by the way. I did not say that at the outset of the video. Okay, Jurassic Park. Oh no. Jurassic Park is a book that came to me much later in life. I was a big fan of the movies for many years before I ever read the book. And I do definitely... Does it count if I only partly say the word? I don't know. I think it does. Okay. Because otherwise, like, I won't ever say the full word because I realize it as soon as I start to say it. Which is good, I guess. At least I'm not saying it and not even noticing. Okay, this is good. I thought for sure that maybe I would not end up saying the word and there would be no drinking done here. But wow, is it hard to stop saying it? Okay, Jurassic Park. I was in the middle of saying that I was a big fan of the movies, but I came to the books later, and like, I enjoyed them, but I didn't like love them. They're not a new favorite. They're books. So, but I do think that like quality-wise and all that, they're better than Warriors. But as far as my love for them, I was pretty passionate about Warriors in my early teens. So I think, I mean, I've only even read this once and I've read this a bunch of times. So I think I have to drop Jurassic Park, even though, like, it's a better book. This one just has a lot of nostalgia. Nostalgia? I don't know. Anyways, so that's that pairing. I dropped Jurassic Park. That was over dramatic. Number 3, round 3. Peter and the Starcatchers. I don't know why I said it like that. Why must you be back here? Oh no. Oh, my shelves are gonna be a mess again. Peter and the Starcatchers is the first, like, Peter Pan spinoff that I read. I do think I had read Peter Pan before this, but I didn't really enjoy it the first time I read it. But I love, like, the Peter Pan movie, all the spin-offs, all that, and this was one of the first book spin-offs that I read, so a lot of love for this book. So let's see what it's up against. Ooh, An Absolutely Remarkable Thing. Oh no. I also just recently reread this in preparation to read the second and final book in the series. So this one hasn't been my life for very long, but it is Hank Green, and I love the Green brothers, so still a lot of passion there, even though it has not been in my life for long. And I did for sure, like, really enjoy it. That doesn't count, I said for sure. But I don't know, it's just, this is such a hard book to categorize in any sense for me, because it's so different, like, than any other book. So yeah, going up against Peter and the Scarcatchers, which is like an old classic Peter Pan spinoff for me. Again, this is kind of just a tough one to compare. This series drops off a lot. I thought about saying the word right there. This series drops off a lot after the first book. Like, it's not as good. And this one is just the second one's just very different from the first one. I like them both a lot. But there's only 2, so in this one there's like 5. So it makes sense that there's some more drop off, more time to have drop off. I think I'm gonna have to drop Peter and the Starcatchers. I feel bad for that one. Moving on. Round 4. Ooh, the Cormoran Strike series by Robert Galbraith / J.K. Rowling. So this is a mystery series by J.K. Rowling, and like I always say, I don't think I've said it on my YouTube, but I say it to people, that like you could tell from Harry Potter that J.K. Rowling was meant to be a mystery writer. So yeah, I don't really like mystery books much, but I bought these when they started coming out because Harry Potter. And like they're enjoyable enough, but I'm not super into mystery, so we'll see who it goes up against. Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants by Anne Brashares. This is a major childhood classic for me. This was the first like girly YA series that I really got into, and my friend was also very into it, so it was one of the few books that we can bond over because she was not much of a reader. And yeah, we just got super into it. So going up against the Cormoran Strike series that I'm kind of lukewarm about and mostly only bought because Harry Potter and I'm not super into mystery, makes this a pretty easy save one, drop one head to head. And I will be dropping the Cormoran Strike series. Round 5, halfway done. Maximum Ride by James Patterson. Kind of a funny story. I mostly got this series because when I was a kid I had this idea for a book with people who have wings, and then I realized that there was like a series like that, and so like I wanted to read it to see how similar my idea was to this like random series. And they were not very similar, but also like I was not old enough to be writing a full book yet, and it was not good. But that's regardless, besides the point. So anyways, that's why I picked up this series. Obviously, I was very interested in the idea. It was an idea that I had kind of had myself, and I've always been super fascinated with the idea of the ability to fly. So this was a super fun read for me. Super, I say super a lot too. This was a super fun read for me. But it did not become like a top favorite, again, because the first one was really interesting, but there was a lot of series lag. So it'll be maybe an easy one to defeat, we shall see. Oh, Harry Potter. Oh, I think we all know the answer to this one. Oh no, I'm not getting out the first book. Too much work. I got the special leather-bound edition I have of the second one because it's easier access. So, Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling. This is the series that got me into reading. It is my favorite series, period, no matter the genre. And so, this is an extremely easy one. I will be dropping at Maximum Ride. Round 6. The Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. The Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. I first bought this book because I know someone who knows someone who knows Marissa Meyer. So I was vaguely interested. And also I was interested in the concept. I like fairy tales. Twisted fairy tales are fun, and the covers are just really gorgeous on all the books. And so yeah, but it did not end up being a top favorite for me. The entire series was just a little bit boring for me. Like, it was good enough to read the whole series, but not my favorite. So again, it might be easy to defeat. The Charlie Bones series by Jenny Nimmo. This is a tough one after all. The Charlie Bones series is kind of similar to Harry Potter. So I read it as a kid and I did really enjoy it, but never on the level of Harry Potter. So yeah, and now that I'm older, I'm even less enthusiastic about it. So going up against Cinder, which is a newer read, gosh, I feel kind of lukewarm about both of these series. Which one do I feel the most lukewarmiest? This series went on for too long. That's a fact. Oh no. Based on the fact that I, at least at one point, was fairly excited about this series, whereas this one I never was. It was always just sort of something that I got through the one time, and I don't know if I would read it again. I think I'm gonna drop Cinder. Round 7. The Land of Elyon series by Patrick Carman. The Land of Elyon series. I was super into this as a kid. It's a super exciting kind of fantasy mystery situation, and I really liked the talking animals, and I really liked the covers. So yeah, I liked this series a lot as a kid, but nowadays I'm just sort of meh about it. Going up against Zeros by Scott Westerfeld. Okay, again, I'm gonna cheat and get the second book of the series out because it's right here. So, this is the second book in the Zeros series by Scott Westerfeld, but also Margot Biancani and Deborah Biancani and Margot Lanigan. This is a newer series. Scott Westerfeld is one of my top favorite authors, but this is one of my lesser favorite books of his. But the concept of this series is really fun. It's teenagers with very abnormal superpowers that kind of are also not always so great for the teenagers that have them. So super interesting concept. Really liked the first book. Second book kind of lagged. Have not completed the series. There's 3 books in the series. So going up against this one, I again come to a case of, like, do I compare like my lifetime level of excitement? Because definitely my level of excitement about these back when I was first reading them was higher than this when I am currently still working my way through the series. But like now, if I were just to compare to now, more interested in this one than this one, which was more of a childhood favorite. It's a difficult comparison process. Because I do still really like the concept, although the second book lagged. Like the first book, I really liked, but I liked like the first half of the book better than the second half of the book. And this definitely had series lag too. Like that's a big problem for me in general. A lot of the time, not all the time. I'm rambling too much about each of these. Okay, decision time. I'm going to drop. I feel like the series version is much harder than the standalones was. I'm going to drop. I think it's because the series ones I have a lot more new and old, maybe? I don't know. I used to be more into series. I don't know. Okay, decision. I'm going to drop. I'm dropping. No. Ah. Oh gosh, I didn't think this decision would be so hard for any of these. I'm dropping. Okay, I'm dropping The Land of Elyon. Yes, I'm dropping The Land of Elyon, and I'm saving Zeros. Round 8. Inkheart by Cornelia Funk. This is a big childhood favorite. Again, really loved the concept of reading the characters out of their stories, but again, series lag. Just going up against Divergent by Veronica Roth. This is a pretty easy one. Divergent, I was super into the first book, and I was fairly caught up in the series, but even in the moment, like, the second and the third one lag so much. And yeah, the series just as a whole, I did not enjoy super much. I still think I would enjoy the first one. Concept's really cool. But yeah, this one, meh. So no mystery here. Although, to be fair, the second and the third book in the Inkheart series also lag quite a lot. And in the moment of reading them, I knew that it wasn't super great. how boring it got for me. But still, I was super duper passionate about Inkheart for a long time, whereas Divergent, the excitement passed rather quickly. So I'm going to drop Divergent. Round 9, the penultimate round. Twilight by Stephenie Meyer. I think we all know about Twilight. And yeah, it's one that I read, but to be fair, I have not read it since all the hype, so I don't know, maybe all the anti-hype is overdrawn, I don't know, whatever. It's Twilight. I read it and I enjoyed reading it, but meh. So, with that astounding endorsement, let's see what it's up against. The Thousandth Floor by Katharine McGee. This is one that I read the first book last year, and then I read the whole series starting with the first book this year. And I really enjoyed the first book quite a lot, and then it had a little bit of series lag, but not too bad, and overall, I enjoyed the series. So going up against Twilight, it's a pretty easy pick, although partially based on the fact that I just have not reread this in years, so I don't even know with the series anymore. Whereas I read this recently and I enjoyed it quite a bit, and I do see myself rereading it at some point. I'll probably reread this sometime. I might read this again soon and then like either get rid of it or not. But until that time, it is still just it's a Twilight. So I'm gonna drop it and I'm gonna save The Thousandth Floor. Final round. Six of Crows duology. Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I read this year. I got it for Christmas from my coworker. It is her favorite book. We're both very into books and love to talk about books and get each other books for Christmas and birthdays. And I nearly said the word. I for sure enjoyed it. I have not. Maybe I should say it just so I can have another sip of this awesome Tootsie Roll because it is really good. So yeah, I enjoyed it. It's so well constructed, honestly, is the thing that I always think about it. So well constructed, super enjoyable, not a new top fave, but maybe if I reread it and I read more of the extended universe, I will grow a greater appreciation. I'm almost said the word. I am planning to at some point read the original Grisha trilogy that this is spun off from. So more thoughts on this series as time goes by. But let's see what it's up against. Options here. There's 2 options left. I know what one of them is. I don't know what the other one is. This is the one that I knew. So what? Oh, there are 3 options left. Okay, I'll read the 2 that did not, or maybe I'll just do a bonus round. We're gonna do a bonus round after this. Okay, so Matched by Ali Condé. This is a dystopian trilogy that I got the first one at NerdCon Stories from the Apparating Library, and I enjoyed the first one. I did not love the first one, but I do like dystopias. I like the world building, so usually if it's at least a decent dystopia, I'll enjoy the world building that is in the first one. And so that held true with this, but major series lag, and the first one even was just okay. So it very easily is defeated by Six of Crows, and I must drop it. I've decided, since there are 2 left, I'm just gonna do a bonus round. I just wrote down series and I didn't really keep track of how many, and I just was like 10 rounds, that's how it's gonna be. But now we're doing a bonus round. And I do not know what these will be. Game of Thrones. I hope y'all don't mind how lazy I am. So we're getting out the last book because the first one is at the bottom of the pile. Game of Thrones. Love the TV show. The books are very slow. I mostly read them because I wanted to see the differences between the TV show. So, interesting to see what it'll go up against. I don't know why I'm just gonna pretend that there's a lot of papers in there. There's not. Hunger Games. Aha, there will be ink. This is my second favorite dystopian series. I love the books and the movies. And I did just reread these this year in prep for The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which I was very lukewarm about, but I don't really count that as part of the series. So, going up against Game of Thrones, it is, as predicted, an easy winner. Must drop Game of Thrones and save The Hunger Games. The end. Okay. So yeah, that was 10 rounds of the Save One, Drop One book challenge with series. And within the game, my drinking game, which I think I did a decent job on. I think I nearly said it a lot more than I actually said it. I think I actually said it like 3 times. I don't know. So again, if you're looking to get schwasty, go watch the old videos, and I say it about 1 billion more times. I highly recommend the Tootsie Roll. Very good. And I highly recommend this game if you want to play on your own channel. It was the book version of it. I think it was originally a K-pop thing. The book version of it was created by Jesse the Reader, so I'll link his original video down below, along with my previous video in which I did Save One, Drop One with standalone books. So yeah, thanks for watching this. I feel kind of, I was a little bit overexcited in this video. Thanks for watching this overexcited video, and remember, words matter.